Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Kim Yong-ik, the Vice School Master of Chilbubi School. And I think your name is Jo-Young-sung, right?
Yes, my name is Jo-Young-sung.
Yes. You applied in my school as a teacher, and I've read your resume very interestingly. So from this time, I'll give you some questions. Are you ready? I'll start. And first question is, what motivates you to be an English teacher?
Honestly, I was not a good example to others when I was a high school student, and I was not that faithful to study and school rules. But when I was third year of high school student, my class teacher called me and said just one word: "I believe you," and it encouraged me a lot. And I think I was affected by him very much indeed, because instead of telling me off and beating me like other teachers, he encouraged me and made me believe my possibility to achieve my goal, although I was not that good girl as now I am. So I decided to be a good teacher like him, and ever since I have been studying for being a teacher.
Do you respect him? What do you think the most important feature of a good teacher?
Well, I think first of all, teachers should love students and understand them before judge them. For example, during my teacher's training, I found a student who was considered to be bad because he fought with other students. He beat the others. And one day, my instructor asked me to counsel him, and I was told many stories. And he said, because he did something wrong that is not allowed to do at school, he knows he has many faults in him, but because of it, many teachers saw him with prejudice. So he thought it is very difficult and painful to injure their perspective. So I think before we judge the student, we should understand him and try to change the students with love and consideration. And I think that is the most important feature of a good teacher.
Sure. And what do you consider to be your strong and weak points as an English teacher?
Well, I'm good at surfing the internet, and I found many sources that will be very helpful for teaching students, like storytelling and pop songs. And I think these days, instead of using grammatical translation method, communicative language teaching is more important. And using a lot of sources like pop songs and stories and children literature, we can make the class more interesting. And secondly, well, it can be during teachers' practicum, I was told by many teachers that I'm quite talented in teaching English. Although I know my English is not perfect as native speaker, but I prepared a lot when I had to do representative class, 연구 수업, and I did my best, and the reaction of students were really good, and I made them be absorbed in my class. And thirdly, I found many teachers at school do not use English only, and because I think it is difficult to teach English in English only, but I think I have a proper ability to teach English with by the target language. So it will make students be accustomed to listening and comprehend the target language more efficiently.
And your weak point?
I think I'm not as strict as teachers should be, because sometimes I'm very soft. So even though they commit something that is not allowed to do at school, or even though they do not pay attention to my class sometimes, I do not tell them off, and I do not beat them. I'm not that strict. And sometimes I think I need those power to control students. But on the other hand, it can make students be relaxed and be more interested in my class, and I think I can be more open-minded teacher because of my weak point.
But teacher can teach students and lead them the right way, just they are open-minded. Sometimes they need to be strict. So how would you overcome your weak point as a teacher? Your not strictness.
One of the oldest teachers of my school said carrot and stick is very important for principal students, because sometimes we need to praise students and be more softer than other times, but sometimes we should be strict because we are teachers, and to make them better person for suitable being suitable person for the society. So I think I have to train myself continuously, joining a lot of training classes like Tanha, and I'm also willing to be given advice which will be very useful for my improvement as a teacher.
I heard your strong point as an English teacher is you are talented teacher. You're talented. You're talented teacher. How good are you at motivating students to study? And give me an example of your.
I think I'm very good at making interesting activities like bingo game or group activities. And during teachers training, I used group activities I prepared a lot like bingo game, and it was about making conversation using given expressions that we learned from lesson 3. So I changed all the situation with entertainment situation in drama and real situation. Like, for example, I made the question like, Yuri will be taking the exam, but she decided to. I'm sorry, I have to. Yuri will be taking the exam next month, but she think she'd like to join the dance contest. So and Option asked her if she can join. She can get a good grade in the exam, then Yuri will say, I don't think it's possible. And the expression, I don't think it's possible, is the expression that students learn. So I make this kind of situation and make students be more interested in the class.
So you make the education related to the students' interest.
Yes.
Yeah, I see. I think the time limit is limited. So you have to finish our interview at this point. I'm looking forward to see you in this school again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.